H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Red Raiders will put total leather and we'll get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Houston's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be
He lobs one high down the left side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So Texas Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. This takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football and you want to get upfield and make...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the run, it's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. The give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Oh, he got loose. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The kick is on its way. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
To the air on first down. Going over the top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. on the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Frederick. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Reed. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only a place to be tackled immediately.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's West. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got a man. It's Bailey. It's a seam wide open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
The Red Raiders back to the line on first down. This running game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. On third down, going up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And the Red Raiders line it up with a first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Fitted in the window for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Reed. Caught near the sticks, it's Frederick. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's straight. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Forced out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's got the back in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find it.
And it's on the ground. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Big fella moving. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has on its way to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably he wastes no time and comes out throwing. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Bailey. Snowed under by the defense.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. You run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up 4th down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Makes a move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Going to sling it on second down. Quick strike complete. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Gregory. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Oh, out of space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Setting up the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay up. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And that one will give them the lead.
I I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on. Turning on the Jets. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up again.
Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Right down the middle. It's caught. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the catch. It's Hudson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's West. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's West. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Red Raiders need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Gets it out fast. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the fourth quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He throws one to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Turning it on. He's loose. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a man, it's Russell. Back's got it. Touchdown, Cougars. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Florida State is just getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Tallahassee. There are children there, folks. They should not be subjected to this.
Here's the handoff. It's a running room.
They're trailing by 14 to Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop. And he's having a day.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Hudson.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, the quick spin move. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct.